Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We have new information about the death of Sonya Massey. The Department of Justice now opening an investigation. Body camera video shows the moment a deputy shot her. Former Deputy Sean Grayson's now been charged with first-degree murder, and Fox Illinois' Julia Rosier joins us live now with more. Julia?
Stacey, that's right. Sonya Massey's family is still demanding and continuing to look for answers. They said today at a press conference that they didn't know until about 24 hours later that this was a deputy-involved shooting.
We will continue to say justice for Sonya Massey. We will continue to fight for justice for Sonya Massey.
The family of Sonya Massey is still looking for answers and justice. Now the Department of Justice opened an investigation.
There have been some concerns and revelations by the family that we think needs to be investigated and addressed completely.
One of those concerns, Sonya's family says they were not told that a deputy shot Sonya until 24 hours after the shooting.
Not once was I told that the officer did it. They tried to make me believe that it was a neighbor or somebody that did it. And then the message got to the hospital that it was a self-inflicted injury.
Massey's family says the 911 traffic called the gunshot self-inflicted, but the confusion continued even after her family realized she was shot by someone else.
And they didn't tell me who. They were just saying somebody. They never would tell me who. They just kept on saying someone shot her.
When asked if this confusion was because the investigation had just started, Ben Crump said it's possible.
But we can't take it lightly with the history of cover-ups of police killings of black people in America. And so that's why we're just asking for it to be investigated.
I talked with Sheriff Campbell on the phone. He said he was not ready to publicly comment at this time. Reporting live in Springfield, I'm Julia Rosier. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Julia, for that update. We're going to continue to bring you more information as it becomes available. Well, the director of the Illinois State Police released a statement on Sonya Massey's shooting today. It reads in part, quote, "Humanity must be at the heart and soul of righteous law enforcement. Inhumane conduct of the form of unlawful violence is a betrayal of the public trust, a betrayal of an officer's oath, and a betrayal of the men and women in law enforcement who serve with humanity, patience, and courage every day," end quote. Senator Tammy Duckworth commented on the body camera footage in a statement. The Illinois senator said, quote, "Sonya Massey feared for her safety and trusted law enforcement to protect her, and that trust never should have cost Sonya her life." Representative Nikki Budzinski made her own statements from the House floor. Budzinski said in part, quote, "I stand here today echoing the voices of my constituents in Springfield and Americans nationwide, demanding justice and accountability. We must confront and end the use of excessive force against unarmed people of color in this country." You can read the full statement from these and other lawmakers on our website, foxillinois.com. Well, attorney Ben Crump announcing today at the news conference that Sonya Massey's family met with Governor J.B. Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. Fox Illinois' Carolina Hassett has more on the emotional meeting and what the governor is promising to change. Carolina?
That's right. I'm here outside the Union Baptist Church in Springfield where that meeting took place. Attorney Ben Crump says it was an emotional meeting between the family and the governor, and it lasted about an hour. He says he's promising a fair and transparent investigation. Now, Crump said Sonya's family members shared their concerns about the video to the governor. Crump added this case is personal to Lieutenant Stratton because she is the mother of 4 black daughters. He said Governor Pritzker promised the state will use all of its resources to make sure that equal justice is paramount.
They understood that oftentimes Sonya Masseys of the world don't get due process of the law, and that they were committed to saying this is going to be a fair and transparent investigation and process at every level.
Now, Crump added that the family is continuing to demand answers like why the deputy was even hired in the first place and wants more consequences for officers who were involved in situations like this one. In Springfield, I'm Carolina Hassett. Back to you.
Thanks, Carolina. We did reach out to Governor Pritzker's office about the meeting. They told us that while the details were discussed with the Massey family, will remain private They are committed to further efforts for racial justice in Illinois. For the full statement from the governor, you can visit our website, foxillinois.com.
Good evening. I'm Carolina Hassett. We're continuing our coverage into the death of Sonya Massey. We've learned the Department of Justice is now opening an investigation. Body cam footage shows the moment Sonya was shot and killed on July 6th. This following an encounter with Sangamon County deputies. The deputies responded to the home on Hoover Avenue after calls for a possible prowler in the area. Sean Grayson is the deputy seen on camera firing the shots at Sonya. He has since been fired from the department. Grayson is being charged with multiple crimes, including first-degree murder. Grayson pleaded not guilty last week in court. A judge has denied him pretrial release. He's due back in court in August. Well, Sonya Massey's family is still demanding answers. They say they didn't know until 24 hours later that it was a deputy-involved shooting. Fox Illinois' Julia Rosier has more.
We will continue to say justice for Sonya Massey. We will continue to fight for justice for Sonya Massey.
The family of Sonya Massey is still looking for answers and justice. Now the Department of Justice opened an investigation.
There have been some concerns and revelations by the family that we think needs to be investigated and addressed completely.
One of those concerns, Sonya's family says they were not told that a deputy shot Sonya until 24 hours after the shooting.
Not once was I told that the officer did it. They tried to make me believe that it was a neighbor or somebody that did it. And then the message got to the hospital that it was a self-inflicted injury.
Massey's family says the 911 traffic called the gunshot self-inflicted, but the confusion continued even after her family realized she was shot by someone else.
And they didn't tell me who. They were just saying somebody. They never would tell me who. They just kept on saying someone shot her.
When asked if this confusion was because the investigation had just started, Ben Crump said it's possible.
But we can't take it lightly with the history of cover-ups of police killings of black people in America. And so that's why we're just asking for it to be investigated.
That was Julia Rosier reporting. We recently spoke with Sheriff Jack Campbell on the phone. He said he was not ready to comment publicly at this time. And the Illinois State Police released a statement on the death of Sonya Massey today. It reads in part, quote, "Humanity must be at the heart and soul of righteous law enforcement. Inhumane conduct in the form of unlawful violence is the betrayal of the public trust, a betrayal of an officer's oath, and a betrayal of the men and women in law enforcement who serve with humanity, patience, and courage every day," end quote. You can find the full quote up on our website. Well, during a news conference today at the NAACP, the Massey family was asked for the first time to share who Sonya Massey was. Sonya was the daughter of Donna Massey and James Wilburn. She was the mother of 2 children and had 3 siblings. Today, her oldest son, Malachi, was asked to share what his mother was like.
She was loving, caring. She knew how to cook. Love her cooking.
Y'all ate it up every day.
The best cooking ever, ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she was just a ball of energy. She could talk to anybody. Like, we go anywhere, she want to talk to him, she go talk to him. She just, I don't know, she was just a lovable person. She always helped people too. That's the thing about her. She helps everyone.
Malachi said during the conference he has no words for what happened to his mother and that he cannot bring himself to watch the rest of the body camera footage. Senator Doris Turner said the Masseys used to live on the same block as her and was friends with the family. She described Sonya as soft-spoken and said she will make sure that Sonya's memory lives on. Well, Vice President Kamala Harris condemns the killing of Sonya Massey by an officer. In a statement, Harris said Massey deserved to be safe after she called 911 for help. Harris says she and her husband are sending prayers to Massey's family and friends. The vice president also called on Congress to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act in the aftermath of the shooting. Well, Senator Tammy Duckworth also responding to Sonya's death, saying in part, quote, "While it will not bring Sonya back, state authorities bringing appropriate charges in this case was the right thing to do. My thoughts are with Sonya's family, friends, and the Springfield community during this difficult time," end quote. And Fox Illinois is working for you. We have been covering this story since it broke over 2 weeks ago. You can head over to our website, foxillinois.com, to see what we've covered from the shooting to the protests and Sonya's homegoing services.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.